You can't take back them things you already done.
Alright, we got a boat on the horizon, but we're a little uncertain about just this spot because it's a little new to us, but we're hoping to catch a wave up against the wall and just kick the morning off with a little tanker wave session, new spot, so see if it works out. That was mental! Got all up along this wall, bottomed out because it's like freaking knee deep here. Just got the sickest wall wave, what the hell?
Wow! Wow, that was gnarly.
Fell, bottomed out, and I put my hand up and I catch the mast in front of my face, and then I'm just getting like dragged across the bottom. Like all that water is just like pulling me along with it.
Yeah, it was like
and I'm
rushing
like,
river.
trying to not get sucked away.
Bro, that was mental.
You get these little bursts of power that would do and just go flying out through it.
Dude, that was so...
Oh, that was pretty sick.
But yeah, we timed it pretty good. We got it like halfway down the wall, and then that thing just ripped the whole way down, dude. It was so sick. Just a fun little playful wave, dodging some fishermen. But man, so different than Galveston, but so sick.
Check it out.
Pulled up tallest bridge in North America. Is that what we got going on? I'm claiming it. Okay, we'll start that one. Just pulled up Bridge City. We're on the skis now. We're ready to go. We found a couple little ledges that we're gonna have a quick session on, waiting for a barge to come through. And we got the sea view for the perfect pool, so let's do it.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. is a doctor. I got a 6th sense for imposters, so now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the chains. Can't control me. I got the power, I got the keys.
Yeah, it's spots like that where you're thankful to have a Sea-Doo around because there's no place to put a winch, and that worked out super perfectly. Dropping the gear off and back out for some more.
We're here at Bridge City. You can see these orange boats, those are the tankers. And the arrow means that they're moving, like these ones are up here parked. But we're like right here around this bridge, so we're just waiting on this boat right here. Actually, there's this one and another one. But yeah, this is a huge oil tanker. It's only doing 3 knots and dropped in 9 meters, so it's definitely slowed down since we were watching it earlier. We need them like up around 10 knots really to make a wave, so see if they speed back up.
Got out here nice and early, pretty glassy. One tanker came through, a bunch of little tugboats. Went out and did some knick-knack paddywhacks. We're packed up, loaded up, Galveston bound, baby. Let's go.
All right, good to go. Let's go to Galveston. Out here bright and early. Got a couple 1,000-footers on the outside. Hoping we can get out there and rip a few big ones.
Setting up the wings, trying to run a smaller one today and see if we can't score some this morning.
You can tell he's psyched. Look at the rev of the screwdriver twist right there. That's how you tell real stoke is. Stokeometer's redlining right now.
Got one good boat. We took it all the way into the wall, and then look, we got one more coming out. We're coming in. This is it right here. It's doing 10.5 knots, 334 meters. It's on.
Holy.
Okay, Mr. Marathon. As Captain Joe would say, it's the longest ride.
That's right. Grubby's out here
fucking-
setting records.
That was sick, man.
God, that was
Nice
mental.
work.
Right here, brother.
Epic.
Thanks a lot, Invader Zim.
Another epic morning. Me and the boys whipping each other into oil tanker wakes out here in Texas behind the Sea-Doos. Scored some awesome waves and had a really good time. We're gonna pack it up and head back to Florida, but can't wait for the next one. Hope you guys enjoy it. You.
The peaks move around.
There's no exact consistency.
No. That's what makes it kind of fun.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the same group we've been surfing since we were like 11 years old.
So cool.
And it was still good to get them out there. And you can see the difference. It looks like Doug would photoshopped himself on there, but that's Big Doug right there. And that's a friend of ours down there. He's down in that pit area, and he's the one I told you that he got launched off the wave, and this 9-foot board with the 3 fins was completely out of the water. And he went down in the pit. He made it, but he had to ride on his belly for 100 yards to get back out of there.
Okay.
And he got back out finally. That's Gabriel. Hi, I'm Joe Mims. I'm a retired ship pilot, Galveston, Texas, and one of the tanker surfers that surf out in the bay out here. I know you got some stuff coming because I'd already looked. This thing is addictive. You know, especially in the summertime, you start looking, and I'll probably look 20 times in one day. And I think I'm looking a lot, and my brother's looking even more. Man,
Big one?
2 giant ones back to back.
In the morning?
6:30 and 7.
So 6:30 and 7 means they would be at the rocks at
Way up there, yeah.
it's 9:30, 10.
Yeah, it'd be pretty late, yeah. That's if their times don't change. Good chance you'll get up in the morning and they might be set back 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So don't rush out there unless you know for sure.
Yeah.
Or call me in the
Oh
morning.
yeah, we'll do that.
Hey, call me at 6:30. That's not too early for me.
Okay.
You know. Port of Houston is basically the largest port in the United States in tonnage. They have a lot of ships coming and going, which makes it good for what we got to do. The bay is even better because we have almost a 30-mile stretch of open bay with the ship channel and then all the spoil areas and oyster reefs off to the sides. So as the ship's running through there, it's sucking the water off the reefs because the ship's displacement does that. And it takes all the water off the reefs. And then the returning water creates the swell. So it's not actually the wake of the boat, the ship. It's the ground swell, almost like a little tsunami that's going on out there all the time. So that's what makes tank and surfing really good here, and a large number of ships that are always moving. It's been happening a long time. James Fulbright and Peter Davis were doing this over 20 years ago, and it was top secret. But back then, it was just the reefs alongside the narrower ship channel. But the rides would be long, but they would be real narrow peaks going down the ship channel. But over the years, as the ships got bigger and wider and deeper, they had to widen the channel. They cut out all of those reefs, but in return, as they dug the sand on the bottom to make it deeper, they threw them out like a quarter-mile away into these areas called spoil areas. So they flattened out over time, so you have these big lumps out there now that make the waves. So even the guys that were doing it 20 years ago, it's totally different. And I've been doing it 10 years, my brother and I. And it's even different from what it was 10 years ago. And now they want to widen it again and deepen it again and allow even bigger ships to come in, which will change tanker surfing all over again. But with the bigger ships comes the bigger waves. We had a great time. We've never seen full surfing in person. And to watch you guys full surf, it just blew our mind. Because we're used to being out there on 12-foot longboards, and we're just going for distance, and we don't get to do much turning. Just a little bit of turning here and there to follow the peak as the waves are moving. But watching you guys go 50 yards one way, come back 50 yards the other way, and going twice as fast as we ever thought about going, it was pretty exciting. We're trying to figure out how we can do it. And we keep saying, you know what, we can try that. But at our age, we may not, but we enjoy taking guys out there who can do it. I mean, it was fun to watch. And a great group of guys that you brought, Brian. I mean, just everybody was very knowledgeable in the boat. Everybody pitched in. Just couldn't have been better. You even let me tow in one guy. That was even funner. Yeah.
Texas Tanker Boys 2.
That's a wrap. We see, dude. They surfed. We filmed. Camera A, camera B. Texas Tech boys too.
They can't
We
stop
out
us.
you. We out
They
you.
can't stop us.
We out you.